is so picturesque and snowy. It is officially day 1 in Quebec City and I'm so excited to go explore and bring you guys around. Now we're just gonna get a feel of old Quebec and do as much walking and exploring as we can. There's definitely a few things that I want to hit, obviously like Chateau Frontenac, Quartier Petit Champlain, probably butchering it, don't speak French. That may be a problem here, but I'm so excited. Really quickly, because we're starving and we have to go get breakfast, this is what I'm wearing. I'm wearing just I'm wearing thermals underneath this. This is a little green sweater, thrifted, scarf, some overalls I got on Amazon, they're like free people, and my jacket, and we're gonna run out and go. So before we grab breakfast, we decided to go check out the Chateau Frontenac. Wow, look how beautiful that is. This is awesome. Oh, can't wait. We're here for like the next 5-6-ish days. I don't know if you guys can see off into the distance, that's the toboggan slide. I think it's closed right now, but it should be opening sometime mid-December. So we just came down that steep hill. Now we're gonna take the stairs and check out Québec Petit Champlain.
Look, they have United States license plates here.
Oh, look how cute this is. This is stunning. That's the funicular up by the Chateau Frontenac, and it would bring you down here. This area is so stunning, and it's snowing. I feel like we're inside a snow globe. We turned the corner, and this is what we see. I don't want to tell you how many just like walking 4K videos I watched of Quebec City. Don't even get me started. This is the spot that we're gonna try for breakfast. So we got a grilled cheese with smoked meat sandwich and 2 croissants and some lattes. Our coffees are the perfect temperature now. And I was just telling Zach, like, I am so freaking happy right now. Like, we had a nice big breakfast. It's snowing. It's quiet. Everything's so beautiful and historical and amazingly decorated for Christmas. It's like the best vibes right now. We're at the Royal Battery and they were talking about how in 1759 the British Army bombarded Quebec with thousands of cannonballs and shells, and I'm just like, that's rude. That's a little rude. Like, why are they crazy? So behind me is, I think it's called To the Old Canadians or something like that. We're having dinner here tomorrow night. I think the building is from like the 1600s or something, so it's very old. I've just spotted in the distance La Boutique de Noel. It's a year-round Christmas store, and I've heard amazing things about it, and I'm so excited. It's packed in here, but it's so beautiful. I love this reindeer up there. Imagine the only thing you got from Quebec was a hot dog ornament.
It's like $3 each.
Wow, look how nice these.
Awesome. You can like frame one.
Oh, this one's beautiful. Yeah, we should definitely frame one of these. So we ended up picking up some cards. I thought they were postcards. They're regular cards for family, friends, and 1 or 2 we're gonna frame. So we made it to a Pub Borgia. We are here. It's so cute and cozy in here. And it's right on like one of the main streets with all the shops. So super central. Zach got his French onion soup, fresh out of the oven from right there. Finishing up some of the broth from the French onion soup. It is so good. First French onion soup of Quebec. I give it 10 out of 10. So I'm assuming this is Grand Alley? Grand Alley?
Grand Alley.
Grand Alley. It's jam-packed with restaurants and hotels and pretty lights. We're definitely gonna get a drink, maybe food, I don't know, but we'll see.
Cybertruck.
Oh wow, there's a Cybertruck, and well, the lighting's so bad, but it's fitted out with winter tires.
Had maps. Should we go here?
It's really cute.
Let's go in.
All right, Zach, tell us about that big tall glass of beer that you have there.
I just ordered this beer and it came out huge.
So this is the Cheval Blanc,
Very good.
and I got a cider called Mystique. Look at the vibes in here. It is so nice in here. We saw a guy with a Cleveland Browns hat, and I think he was from here because he had like a French accent. But he like knows about the Steelers because he's like, hey, we're from Pittsburgh, and he was like, yeah, I love the Steelers. I've been like watching them, and I was like, that's awesome. It's so cool, just like meeting people everywhere that know about like your area. All right, cheers. Try mine. We're currently walking back to old Quebec City through the plains of Abraham, which obviously are like these big plains, and they're covered in snow right now. And it's just us, and it's kind of hilarious. I feel like we're in the barren tundra, but we're not because there's civilization all around us. But just for now, I feel like someone used a sled on us. Oh my gosh, we're on an incline right now. Help me! Oh, Zach!
Look at this.
Wow. This is crazy. We're so up high right now.
Let's go further.
There's the chateau. Be careful with the stairs, okay? Somehow, I don't know how, Zach and I always manage just to be walking in the most random places, and right now we're walking behind the Citadel by their loading dock, just trying to get home, chugging along in the back rooms of Quebec City. I don't know where we are right now. No one's walked on the snow in God knows how long. Take me home, country roads. Describe what you ordered.
It's red mulled wine with rye whiskey.
And it's called, what is it called?
Caramel.
And I went with a moose head beer again. And we've got the fire going. It's very cozy in here. And the building dates back all the way to 1754.
Hi.
Hi. Different companies, I guess, sponsor a tree in the lobby. And so each one is decorated differently, and it's extremely beautiful. Good morning. It's day 2, Friday, December 6th, and let's look at the weather here in Quebec City. So it's currently 18 degrees Fahrenheit. It looks like it's going to get to a high of 29 degrees. So right now we have a reservation for breakfast at Buche. So I'm excited. I'm gonna bring you guys along. I'm so hungry. Let's go. The Sugar Shack plate, which is this. I knew it was gonna be a lot of food. I didn't know it was gonna be this big. It looks so good. So let me see if I can remember everything they said. So obviously eggs, toast, potatoes, some fruit, we have a crepe and bacon, some sausage meat, beans, and what is this, like a pate?
Croquette is above it.
I am absolutely in awe of myself for eating all this food. So we're at the Plains of Abraham again. This is just a few steps away from our Airbnb. And look how beautiful this view is. That is gorgeous.
We found where we ended up last night trying to find our way home.
Great memories.
So yesterday we went to the sugar cabin, I guess is how you say it in English. And she said to come back tomorrow, so today, to get the maple taffy like done in the ice, I guess is how I would describe it.
These are so good. We have to eat it fast because they drip. So these are the ciders that we got. Product of Quebec. Okay, y'all. We're very down bad right now.
We're not.
No, not actually. But the real feel outside is like 8 degrees Fahrenheit. So my hands are going to be stuck in some very warm gloves. I might not be able to hold the camera out too much, but I can definitely get clips on my phone, which is what I've been doing for the most part. Alright, let's get going. We're going to Rue Saint-Jean, which is one of the main streets here in Quebec City, with lots of cute patisseries and bistros and just a whole line of businesses. The maple taffy was so good, and then we were walking down the Petite Champlain Street, and we're looking at this like cider place, and the business owner scoped us out. He was like, "Come in for the free cider tasting." We're like, "Free cider tasting? Yes, please, thank you." And it was so good. So I showed you guys, we got 2 bottles there, and those are just nice to have. This is what the business is called. So we stumbled upon this building, beautiful stone building. And so I looked it up, and this is one of the oldest schools in North America.
It was founded in 1639 by a French nun, and it still operates as a private school. And while we're on the topic, Quebec City is probably one of the oldest, I think one of the oldest cities in North America, if I'm correct. And on top of that, it's one of the safest, if not the safest, cities in North America. Really cool.
Some of my favorite travel days are the days when you just get to walk around and explore with no set itinerary and agenda, and this was one of those days. On our way to the patisserie, we saw Santa Claus live in the flesh. It was truly humbling because he waved at everyone but us. Then we had hot chocolate and pastries at Patisserie Choquette on Rue Saint-Jean. Zach had to use the bathroom, and the workers there told him to go across the street to the library, which is how we discovered this amazing old church converted into a public library. And then after that, we came across one of several Christmas markets in Quebec City.
At a patisserie and a old church that was converted into a library, and now we stumbled upon one of the Christmas markets they have, which also has an ice skating rink. Now, I'm personally horrible at ice skating, but it's so much fun watching other people ice skate. So that's what we're doing.
So we're back from the bar, and we stopped in this store, Magazine General. Sorry if it's not in focus. So if you're in the area, this is a must stop because they had the cutest souvenirs. So first of all, they had a whole bunch of like different art just outside the store that I was just picking through. And then this is circa 1940. So I think they just cut and paste a whole bunch of things from Christmas related things from the 1940 and collaged it together. And I love a vintage Christmas. And they had a whole bunch of really cute postcards. So we got those cards from La Boutique de Noel. But you can really never have enough of these to give to family and friends, or just to have to frame. And these are pretty unique because I haven't seen them in any stores yet. So that's the chateau, frontenac. We have like a hunter with a fox. Some more artwork of the hotel. And this is the, what does it say? Canadian Pacific Railway. I think they built this to promote people traveling by train for tourism. And then this is another really cool vintage looking one. So we're just gonna chill here at the Airbnb for a little bit before we have dinner. at, oh, here we go, I'm gonna butcher it again. Aux Anciens Canadiens, or I think it's called To the Old Canadians. It's in one of the oldest, or maybe the oldest residential building in Quebec City, made in the 1600s. It's very, very cute. I showed it earlier in this video.
We're bundled up and headed to dinner. The restaurant was featured in a Japanese film. I got salmon with lobster sauce and some vegetables on the side.
I bent the spoon.
Having a little espresso after dinner. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Zach's been on the prowl for well, it's called jobless pudding, or unemployment pudding, or something or other. That's how it's translated from French. And obviously we haven't had it yet, but that's one of his goals here in Quebec City. So if we fulfill it in this vlog, that is going to be pretty
My
epic.
dream in life.
What if I told you guys this was a public restroom, one of many, and it is so clean and beautiful. You really won't be finding much of these in the States. I love America, but let's be honest, if one of these existed in one of the major cities, you wouldn't want to use it.
The one by Washington.
Good morning! I got my hair wet, and as soon as I walked outside, it began to froze. So I have to protect the hair at all costs. And it's all tucked away in my hat and in my coat. We're on our way to breakfast at Au Petit Chalet. So I got French toast with strawberries, eggs Benedict, potatoes. Next I've got Nutella waffles, eggs, potatoes, and bacon. Yum.
On our way to the Museum of Civilization, we came across this free art gallery, which had a very interesting exhibit put on by the Museum of Bad Art, which is actually based in Boston. What they do is they find art in thrift stores or in dumpsters. They don't know the artists, they're anonymous, and they put them on display. I really loved looking around the art gallery before we made it to the museum. If you have time to go to the Museum of Civilization when you're in Quebec City, they had some very cool artifacts and art from the indigenous peoples and lots of really interesting animal stuff. Like they had a narwhal tusk on display, and in addition to that they had a very intriguing exhibit on wrestling, which was very unique. I liked that.
So somehow Zach and I always end up reaching some sort of industrial port wherever we travel. We did it in Venice and in Tampa, and now we made it to Port Quebec. What? Where?
In New York and Miami.
Oh yeah, and in New York. So we just came back from the Museum of Civilization, and I would definitely recommend coming here, especially on a very bitterly cold day like today. It's nice to take some refuge inside of a museum and just walk around for a little bit. The thing about traveling to a place like Quebec, especially this time of year, is that it's really cutesy and all that, but there's a lot of culture here to also take in, so that was really cool that we could do that. So now we just have some time to kill before our dinner reservation at Le Lapin Sauté. So we are going dog sledding tomorrow. I'm so excited for that. But we got an important notice. The location has changed. It's a little bit farther away, so we're gonna have to get out of the Airbnb sooner rather than later. Before we go out to dinner, we are having the second bottle of the cider, which was made from Saskatoon berry. I don't know how much more Canadian it can get. Cheers. just finished up dinner. We both got the rabbit pot pie. Zach, what did you think about your rabbit pot pie?
It was, the rabbit pot pie I usually make is a bit better, but, it was good.
Yeah, your classic rabbit pot.
Yeah.
I've never had that before. Oh, we're joking, by the way, if you can't tell. So really, really good. The cheese was great. Even the side salad was excellent. The atmosphere was good.
The pudding or just the pudding?
That's the poor man's pudding. Zach finally got his poor man's pudding. Woo! So we woke up to snow today. It's Sunday, the day that we booked dog sledding. I'm so excited. I've never been dog sledding. I've never been around a dog sled or dogs that, pulled sleds. So I think this is going to be such a cool and unique experience. I'm so excited. And of course, we had to pack snow suits. I think the company that we're using does rentals, but there was no guarantee that they would have your size and stuff like that. So we thought, why not just get our own and pack them? So obviously this took a lot of size in the carry-on, but it was worth it. I got my snowsuit off Amazon. It's the brand Arctic X. And then underneath I have obviously a thermal under this Sherpa jacket, which is from Old Navy, and it's so cute. You can't really see, but it has like a polar bear and like a mountain landscape. You use sunglasses, gloves obviously, and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna bring you guys along. I'm so excited. Let's go.
Hello. Hello. Oh my gosh, they're all so cute. We have to say hello and get to know them before they bring us on our adventure. Hello. Hi, Papa. Hi, Papa. Hi. I love you.
Dog sledding was such a fun experience. So unique. So awesome. And the best part about it is that we met some new friends that were so nice. And they actually offered to drive us to the falls. I think they're called what are they called? The Montmorency?
Yeah.
Montmorency Falls, which is where we're at right now. John, Sean, Gianna, and Dana, if you're watching this, thank you so much for being great people. And we weren't planning on going to the falls, but that's the beauty of just life happening. Because we wanted to go, but it wasn't part of the itinerary for today, but now we're here, and it's so beautiful. These falls are taller than Niagara Falls. Obviously, Niagara Falls is more water actually falling. But this is so cool to see.
This is crazy.
Alright, we came home and I just flung myself on the bed. I really had to use the bath. I came home having to use the bathroom, and I didn't even use the bathroom that whole time because I was just so tired. I just flung myself on the bed and laid there. And it's funny because I didn't even do half of the physical activity that he did, especially with the dog sledding. I was just sitting there the whole time, looking around. Meanwhile, he's pushing just like 200 pounds of sled and human up like snowy hills, and that was so much fun, but it is physically demanding. So if you do that, just please keep that in mind. I'm not feeling too well. I don't know what it is, whether I'm just dehydrated, did a lot of walking today at the falls. We like walked through a whole bunch of snow. So I just hope that after dinner I just feel a little bit better, because we do have an entirely other full day. I will show you guys where we are going to eat. I definitely want to get some poutine while we're here because, when in Canada.
Yeah, I guess so. Here we go. Into the spa.
We booked the thermal experience at this spa. They had a mix of cold and hot pools, saunas, steam rooms. It was so beautiful and it felt really good on a day where I wasn't feeling too well health-wise. I really loved it there. My only complaint was that the customer service was a little but the spa itself made up for it.
Okay, so.
What? What was that?
I don't know.
Okay.
We've just been relaxing at the Airbnb after the spa. I didn't really get a lot of clips, mostly because you're not supposed to be filming there, and also just because I wanted to relax and actually enjoy it, not worry about getting good clips and stuff like that. It's our last night here in Quebec City. We're just gonna chill, relax, walk around, eat, and really just soak in all of the Christmas magic. I still can't get over how beautiful everything is here, and they just like actually care about making the city look really beautiful for Christmas, and I just really appreciate that. So I'll bring you guys along and we're gonna have a very cozy last night.
In the chateau frontenac, they have hallways lined with historical photos and information, and it's really cool.
We've started the dreaded task of packing. In Quebec City, definitely like very quickly on the first day became one of my favorite cities that I've ever been to. This was just like the perfect trip. My high of the trip was like literally everything, and my only low of the trip was when the toilet clogged, but we're not gonna talk about that. But yeah, I just feel so lucky to be here during Christmas time, celebrating Christmas in this great city, celebrating the birth of Christ. It's just one of the best seasons of the year. Yeah, and I'm a little bit sad to be leaving, but I'm 100 times more happy for the fact that we were here.
And the beautiful thing about Quebec City is that it's extremely historical, and it's not just one part that's like cutesy cozy. Like, the entire city is gorgeous. You gotta come and see this